What if I could tell you I could triple your money in 180 days guaranteed? If this statement doesn't set off red flags for you, it probably should because it sounds way too good to be true. However, the company I'm about to talk about makes this claim very frequently. In the past few months, we've seen the exponential rise of things such as Dogecoin and Bitcoin, with many other cryptocurrencies having great success in the market, which leads retail investors to ask, what is the next big thing? With all this excitement, this leads for scammers and other schemes to come in and try to prey on the retail investors and take their money while they're trying to get a little bit of the action. But I'm not trying to warn you against Ponzi schemes, rather the opposite. I want to show you how to identify Ponzi schemes and benefit from the scheme while it's still profitable. But first, a warning. When we talk about these schemes, they are very susceptible for you to lose all your money, and it is of great financial risk. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not trying to tell you to do anything with your money, but rather just show you what I'm doing and how you can do similar things to profit while it's still profitable. However, don't invest things that you're not willing to lose because the nature of these schemes are so volatile. But now, let me show you the company I'm talking about and show you how it works. The company today is called Bitcoloan, and first I will explain why I believe it to be a pyramid scheme. The basics of how this company works is that I can give loans to either individuals or companies in either USD or crypto that they will then pay back with interest. This is very similar to another cryptocurrency called Compound, but where Compound offers a very reasonable 3.42% APY for USDC, Bitcoloan would offer upwards of 500% APY for something similar. This alone screams that this is unsustainable, but it gets even worse. I can refer friends to join, and if they join, I will receive 8% of any loan they give out. That means if my friend gives out a $100 loan, I would get $8 of that. Then, if they get their friend to join, I will get 4% of whatever their friend gives out, and if they then get another friend to join, I would get 2% of what they put in. If I expand this image out more, you can kind of see what shape this creates. If we do some basic math, Bitcoloan is giving out 14% extra cash at the full length of this chain. So now let me show you exactly how it works and how you can make some cash from this. So exactly how does Bitcoloan work, and what are the benefits versus other Ponzi schemes, and how can I profit off of it? So first, this is their website, bitcoloan.com. And the way that you make money is by giving out loans. But more specifically, we can see here, these are the specifics. As you can see, these four are loans that I've given out and have been paid off. And you can see daily payoff, total return, and days left. This last one is still open, so let's take a look. What we see here is how much money I gave out. So this is my initial loan amount, $213. This is how much I get paid off daily. So one trick is that they're saying that they're giving you 1.1% daily. But that just means that of the total amount, it's not actually giving you compounding interest, which would have been ridiculous, but it is still a really good deal. You can see your total return here. So you'll see that if you do 1.11 times 180 days, you would get 299.8%. And you can see how many days I have left and how long. So the really big benefit of this scheme, which I like a lot, is that it pays you daily and you can send out this money at any time. So I can withdraw this. I've actually already withdrawn Litecoin. So I can look at my transaction history here. And if we go far back enough, so you can see here that I've actually sent out money. So this is money that's sent out of my account into a wallet. So it is true to its word that it will give you out the money at any time, which is actually really, really cool. One other point is that every day that you give out a loan, so you can look at my balance down here, we get tokens. And so what tokens are basically for completing tasks over here. So invite someone, share something. It's basically them promoting you to promote their site. And the benefits of the coins are also that you get them from giving out a loan. So whenever you create a loan, you get coins. And the reasons why tokens are valuable is right here. So you can see I have 64,000 tokens. Right now, they're going through private sale. That means that I can't sell it, but you can buy in, basically, if you believe in it. And this is the price they're selling it at. So they're basically saying that if you promote us and you give out loans, we'll give you these tokens that will be worth some arbitrary amount when we launch it in the future. So right now they're worthless, but they have the potential to be worth a good amount of money. I don't know how much. Anyway, going back here, we can see that this is the basics of a loan, how much money you're going to get paid daily, and the days left. But there are also many other ways that you can make money, which are really interesting. So here, the first way is spin and win. So this is a really new feature that they added where you spin daily. So you can see I just spun, but I can spin again here. And there's a bunch of different rewards you can get. So when we look at the rewards, and it'll stop now, I won 0.01 ratings. So I'll go over ratings and what they do in a little bit, but first I'll just look at the rest of the wheel. So we have more tokens, a 10% coupon. Check in the description below. I will be giving out free 10% coupons, which means that if you give a loan, you get extra money for free. $100, $50, and $10 free deposit. And then finally, ratings that we just got. So first, let's go over these deposits. When we look at the deposits, they give out a lot of free deposits for doing things such as completing their academy, and also if you win that. But unfortunately, it's a little too good and not true. So you can see here, this loan got paid off. I got a $50 loan for free, but you can see here, I only got 18% back. So I think this was about $9. So even though they're giving you a free deposit, they're not giving you $50 free. So you have to be careful about that terminology. However, the best part, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, is that if you hold a balance in their website, you get 72% APY for free. That roughly equates to about 0.2% a day. So we go down here. These are all balance yields. This means that because I have money in my account in those currencies, I got 15 free cents just for holding money. This is on top of their very, very generous over 1% return a day. And this is all just adding up to be something that is sounding too good to be true. Now I'll show you how to create a deposit and a loan. So over here, we can go to deposit. And this is where our rating comes in. So you can see up here, I have a 1.02 rating star. And what rating does is if we look down here, I get a bonus for my ratings. Again, that seems very interesting. Just for doing these tasks, I get extra ratings, which give me extra cash on these loans. So you can see here that I would get an extra 6.12% rating just because I'm rated 1.02 stars. Anyway, so we can go here. We can change the currency that we want to do it in. And this is just, you give out a loan. So here, I'll do one just for example. So I'll do 30 days and I'll put in $30. So you can see that right here, I'm going to make 36.32, which roughly equates to about $6.32 in profit. And I can enter a bonus code, again, check the description, and find a borrower, and it will automatically link it to you. On the flip side, let's say that you actually want to get a loan. You can go over here, and basically the way it works in the entire business model is that you as a loaner ask how much money you want to borrow. So let's say I want to get $100. You need to put in some sort of collateral in the form of Bitcoin. Basically, they will take this Bitcoin away from you. And if you cannot pay back your loan, they will just take your Bitcoin and use that Bitcoin to pay out to other people. And if you do pay back your loan, you get your Bitcoin back. And that's the general case of it. If we look at Compound, like I mentioned earlier, this is a similar business case, but they have things such as automatic liquidity, where if the value of your Bitcoin goes below or close to the amount of loan, it will automatically trigger, and you get to keep whatever money you have, but they will take your Bitcoin and immediately give it back. This is a lot safer for investors to make sure that people don't run away with their money. This, however, I'm not quite sure if they do the same thing because there's very little transparency in how they run their business. Finally, we go to partners, and this is where we had it before. So you can see here that I got my friend to do this, and whenever he gives out a loan, so deposits any money into a loan, I get money. I've made $41 free for him just depositing money that then I can deposit. And this happens every single time he makes a loan. So say he did a 30-day loan, I get the money from that. After 30 days it's done, he puts that money back into a new loan. I get 8% of that too. So this is just a never-ending cycle of free money, which again proves to be very interesting as a business case, because how can they afford to give out this much free money? So overall, basically, you can make a lot of money through insane interest rates, but now they keep on adding new things. So if we go back to deposit, their newest thing is something called a lockup loan. So profit after lockup. That means that you don't receive any money till the end of the loan. Personally, I don't like this. They're giving about 100% more return, but that means you don't get the daily returns back out. And this is really good for covering your tail. If we go back to my home, we can see that I have a loan going out, and you can see here, I'm going to get around $640 at the end. What that means is that roughly a third of the way through the loan, I should have my original deposit out, and I can take that out and send it away, and now any money this makes is free. I think this is a lot safer, especially when they could just disappear in the night. So the lockup loan, even though it's 100% more, I would be cautious doing it. I think it's a really good deal, but again, you're losing the flexibility of being able to get your money out. The last point I want to go over today is what currency you use to give out these loans. If we use cash, we can see that, again, I would get my principal back after about a third of the loan life. But if we were to use Ethereum, and I can go over here, you can see that it's not the case. So if we go to 30 days here, this is the amount I put in, and this is the total payoff. You can see that our daily payoff, if you multiply that by 30, does not equal our total payoff. And I've done that already here. You can see that this number is actually the difference between the total payoff and how much I put in. So instead of giving us a portion like they do in cash over it, they only give us the interest. So where cash gives you back money from your principal along the way, this only gives back interest, and then at the end of your loan life, they will give back your original principal. So this gives you less flexibility, but remember, if the price of Ethereum goes up, it could be much more profitable than cash. So there's pros and cons both ways. Personally, I do both just to kind of hedge my losses, but remember, this is all very, very risky, so make sure, if you can, take out your principal as fast as possible would be my advice. To conclude, Bitcoin is giving insane returns in short amount of time. If you could make close to 340% profit in 210 days on the stock market, people would think you're amazing and the best investor ever. Remember, most people aim for about 10% return on a year in the stock market. So this is giving insane returns. But again, you have to take everything with a grain of salt, and it is highly risky. While I have done this for a while, and I can confirm that you can take out money with your daily deposits, it is still incredibly risky, but it is something that you can use to your advantage. Just know that I wouldn't bank on this being here in a year. With that being said, I'll take it back to the conclusion, and I hope you learned something from this. Today I showed you a bunch of different ways to make cash using Bitcoin. However, when we look at this, I've been following this for around 3 months. When I first looked at it, I thought no way could it last more than 6 months. So just be careful that it might be pulled very soon. But they've been adding a lot of new features recently and adding new cryptocurrencies, so perhaps it can last longer. While I'm pretty sure it is a Ponzi scheme, potentially it has the legitimacy of a real business, but just warning that it could be pulled at any moment. But make sure to leave me a comment or any other cryptocurrency schemes that you've seen that you want me to cover, and I'll be sure to scour the internet to keep you guys updated about what to avoid or how to make money off of it. So until then, see you next time.